Hi Kirby fans, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to service your Turbo 84 zip brush. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Hi Kirby fans, welcome back to the channel. Again, those new to the channel, if you haven't already and you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate slapping the subscribe button, dinging that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. Right, so in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be checking out and showing you how to service the early Kirby zip brush. So what we'll do is we'll get straight to it. Right, so what we've got is a 1984 Kirby zip brush. Well, turbo brush as this is called. This actually came with the Heritage 84 as far as I know, and it may have come earlier than that, I'm not too sure, but I know it's a very early model. I know from the Heritage 2 onwards they actually had a zip brush, and it was a chrome one, which someone did ask me about the other day. But this is the earlier model, so you might recognise the design. I'm assuming Kirby don't pattern this anymore, and that's why other vacuum companies have decided to copy this design over the years. Now it's belt driven, so if we take this off, take the top off, so you pull that back, take the top off, and it's belt driven. And you might recognise this system as well in a well-known brand that seems to have copied this sort of system. Now what you had as well was this to reduce the airflow. Now I think Kirby dropped this design purely because when it used to suck, actually vacuum the carpet, it was only sucking through this little hole here. That's the only gap. And the other issue you have, and I'll quickly show you how we service it. So when we take this out, if you want to change the belt, you want to do this screw here. And if you want to clean it, you do. So we take this out, and this is clean, so you're not going to see it, but this was actually would fill, because you've got a hole there, this would actually suck up any dirt, and it would actually suck in here and fill this with grime, and any grease that was in there, or any lubrication, would actually take all the grime, and this was actually filthy when I took it apart. So that was probably why Kirby stopped doing it, because obviously your brush roll turns from there, and that's what activates it. Now if you want to change the belt, it's pretty easy to change the belts in these. You flip these over, so flip that over, that belt slots out, but then you take your brush roll out. Now what you might notice in this, and this, consider it's back in 1984, now this is years before they actually made the G3. So they actually had this system, and I'll just show you, they've got on the top there, you've got a number 1, and you've got a number 2. There, so you can flip it round and adjust the height. Now they had this back in 1984, so that was literally 7 years before the G3 came out. So they actually had this adjustment system, and they didn't implement it on the Kirby's later until, so they did have this system ready to go, and as you know, it's quite a good system to adjust your belt height as you go. So with this, if you've got it set to number 1, and again you just check it with a straight edge across the top, and if it's flush, then you just flip that round to number 2. Now this was quite fine, so we'll leave that back on number 1. So put that back in, number 1 facing up the top. So you can see it says number 1. Slot that in. Then our belt, we just slide our belt through like so. I'll leave that off there and I'll put that on last. So if you fit a new belt, slot that on there first, and then slide that from there, spin it, and that will slide back on your brush roll. So it was really a good system. If you wanted to clean it out, obviously you do the reverse process to get it clean, which is exactly what I did. I took this all apart, took the belt off, so I'll quickly show you again with the belt off. Undo that, pull that out. You can actually then go and wash this. You can swill all this out, wash all this, get a rag in there, clean all the grease and grime out of there, and if you want you can spray some silicone spray in there, which I've done, just to lubricate that, and then any of the dirt won't actually stick to the silicone spray, whereas if you put grease in, it will. But it's still running fine, and it's from 1984. So we'll put that brush roll back in. So again, make sure you got number 1 at the top if it's not worn. If it is, go to number 2. I'm not sure if you can still get these brush rolls from Kirby. You might be able to. That's something I'm going to find out. So don't put it on there first. Slide that brush roll through there. Turn that round to number 1. Slide that in. slot it on there first, then just push it against there and turn, and then that's back on. Oops. So push that over until it hooks on, and then that, as you can see, is working fine. Okay, then what you do, so you grab this piece here, slide that in, make sure it's in fully, slot it down. Where's that knot? There we go. That's in. And we grab our screw, put our screw in. Tighten our screw up. And slot that on there. Slide that back. And it's back together, ready to rock and roll. Now, like I said, you might recognise the design. Like I said, I think Kirby patented it, and then once they dropped the patent and went across to the zip brush, other companies took on this design and actually went for that sort of system to actually work their brush roll systems. There you go. So that's quickly how to refurbish and clean your Kirby 1984 turbo brush. Right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was really informative for anybody who didn't know how to actually service one of those or take it apart. It's quite a simple process. I'm obviously not going to go into detail on how to actually clean it. It's just literally a case of washing it out with a bit of soap and water, or cleaning it with wet wipes, which was what I used. So those of you to the channel, if you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate slapping that subscribe button to support the channel, ding that bell for notifications, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. It's been a fantastic week. We've gained literally 50 subscribers in a matter of 2 days. So we're doing really, really well. So if we can, let's try and get to that 1,000 mark and get that Kirby given away to whoever deserves it. So again, when that video goes up, make sure that 1, you're subscribed, 2, your subscriptions are open so I can see that you are subscribed, and make sure you comment, not in the chat. You can comment in the chat, but when I ask the question, make sure you comment in the comments below so it actually puts your name forward and I can see who commented first with the correct answer to that next question. Before we go, I'll quickly say, if you're enjoying the channel and you're getting value out of this content, then do us a favour, contemplate slapping that subscribe button, ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes, give us a big thumbs up, and comment down below. I will reply to the comment, and if I like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is we'll cut to the bloopers, and I'll see you in the next one. Right, so I hope you've enjoyed ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes.